Hey, what's up, you guys? WWE fan 0599 here again. And today we're going to be doing another top 10 list. And this top 10 list is going to be my top 10 favorite WrestleMania moments. With WrestleMania 30 coming along, in just like 5 days, I figured why not do this top 10 list, talk about some of my favorite WrestleMania moments. So yeah, just quick reminder, this is my top 10. If you see a moment that's not on this list, then maybe it might not make the top 10, but yeah, if you don't see a moment on this list, then I'm sorry. And this is just my opinion. These are just some of my favorite WrestleMania moments. So, yeah. Alright, let's get this top 10 started with number 10. And that is Edge wins Money in the Bank. This moment when Edge wins Money in the Bank, I mean, it solidifies, Edge's career. It elevated him. And, he won the first ever Money in the Bank ladder match. And, it's a big moment in WrestleMania history. Edge was the first guy to win the Money in the Bank ladder match. That's a big deal, you know what I'm saying? And he would go on to cash it in at New Year's Revolution. Yeah, I think that's the name of the pay-per-view. In 2006 against John Cena. And win the WWE Championship. Yeah, so that moment right there solidified Edge's career, into a big main event star, and it's just great. That's why it's number 10 on the list. Number 9. This may be a controversial one, because it involves a certain superstar, but guess what? I don't care. Number 9 is when Chris Benoit wins the World Heavyweight Championship. This moment was a great moment. I mean, you got someone like Chris Benoit who's been, working his butt off in wrestling. And to finally win the World Championship means a whole lot. I mean, this guy just won, the second biggest prize at that time, the World Heavyweight Championship. And just that ending moment when Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit are both standing in the ring with both of their championships. It was amazing. I mean, just a great moment in WrestleMania history. So yeah. Okay. Number 8 is the end of an era. The whole thing between Undertaker and Triple H. This moment was just great. I loved, after the match, he goes 20-0, and, afterwards, all of them put their arms around each other. They hug it out. They're on the stage. It was just a great moment. A moment, that I loved. This is actually the only, it's the only one on this list that I watched live. And it was great. I loved every second of this. This moment was just an amazing moment in WrestleMania history. Just loved it. Okay, number 7. And that is The Streak Begins. This is at WrestleMania 7 when The Undertaker goes one-on-one with Jimmy Superfly Snuka, and then the streak begins. Yep, he becomes 1-0, and then will go on to be this huge thing, with the streak. And, it was this moment right here where Undertaker is competing at his first WrestleMania, and he defeats Jimmy Superfly Snuka, and it's just an amazing moment because this moment right here begins the whole elevation of the streak, and it's just an amazing moment in WrestleMania history. And actually in just wrestling history, period. Number 6 is The Ultimate Warrior winning both the WWE and Intercontinental Championship. This moment when The Ultimate Warrior wins both of the titles is a great moment. I mean, everyone was like, oh, Hulk Hogan's going to beat The Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania and win both championships. And then Ultimate Warrior's like, no, I'm going to beat Hulk Hogan. And he did. And he solidified himself by winning both the WWE and Intercontinental Championship. And that is just a great moment for The Ultimate Warrior. And just a great moment in WrestleMania history. So yeah. Number 5. We're getting into the top 5. Coming in at number 5 is Hulk Hogan body slamming Andre the Giant. You know, for WWE, this may be like number 1, number 2, but there were 4 other moments for me that were better than this one. But this is still a great moment in WrestleMania history. You know, the fact that this was probably one of the biggest matches going into WrestleMania. Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, WWE Championship on the line. And the moment when Hulk Hogan just body slams Andre the Giant. Great, amazing moment. I mean, you know, it's still, they're still talking about it to this day. And, you know, it's just a great moment in WrestleMania history. And just a great moment in WrestleMania, period. Just a great moment. Alright, coming in at number 4. And that is when Macho Man Randy Savage reunites with Miss Elizabeth. This moment was great. People were crying in the audience. The audience was crying because of how great this moment was. I mean, you know, when Macho Man turned heel and went with Sensational Sherry, and, you know, and just the, you know, Macho Man learned his ways and went back with, you know, Miss Elizabeth. Just a great moment. I love this moment. You know, it's an emotional moment. Going back to the olden days, just a great moment. Rest in peace, Macho Man Randy Savage. Okay, coming in at number 3. And that is Austin turns heel. You know, this moment when Stone Cold Steve Austin turns heel, it's a great moment. I mean, we see this guy turn, you know, Stone Cold Steve Austin, like the biggest, you know, the biggest face probably in wrestling history. You know, there was no other person that got a bigger reaction than Stone Cold Steve Austin. And the fact that they turned him heel, bam, just an awesome moment. No one saw it coming. It was just an amazing moment. And, you know, well, and the fact that Jim Ross was on commentary made it even better. Not even more better. Even better. It was just great. This moment was great. I loved every second of it. So, yeah. Number 2. Number 2 is Shawn Michaels winning the WWE Championship. You know, as Vince McMahon would say, the boyhood dream has come true for Shawn Michaels. This moment was great. I loved when Shawn Michaels won the WWE Championship. You know, Shawn Michaels is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. You know, just the fact that, you know, when he won the WWE Championship, it was a great moment. I loved that moment when he won the WWE Championship. It was great. You know, that match with Bret Hart. That match with Bret Hart was just great. Loved it. Loved that moment. Just a great moment. Alright, what's my number 1? Well, we'll find out as soon as I give you a quick rundown what's going on the list. Number 10, Edge wins Money in the Bank. Number 9, Chris Benoit wins the World Championship. Number 8, the end of an era. Number 7, the streak begins. Number 6, the Ultimate Warrior becomes the WWE and Intercontinental Champion. Number 5, Hulk Hogan body slams Andre the Giant. Number 4, Macho Man Randy Savage reunites with Miss Elizabeth. Number 3, Stone Cold turns heel. Number 2, Shawn Michaels wins the WWE Championship. And number 1 was my number 1 favorite WrestleMania moment of all time. Austin does not give up. That is right. When it's Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Bret the Hitman Hart at WrestleMania 13. You know, Stone Cold's being put in the sharpshooter, and Stone Cold's not tapping out. He is not tapping out. He does not tap out. He passes out, but he never gave up. And that is just a great moment in WrestleMania history. That's why it's my favorite. That shows you should never give up. And Stone Cold was the perfect example. I mean, you know, he never gave up in that submission hold. And that was just great. Great WrestleMania moment. Great just wrestling moment in general. That's my favorite WrestleMania moment of all time. Alright, so that's my top 10 favorite WrestleMania moments. What's your top 10 favorite WrestleMania moments of all time? Leave them in the comment section below. And I'm WWE Fan 0599, and we will see you all later. Peace.